as I mentioned, my Gen 3 10R80 really put a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to the paddles. Like, I just never use them. Give her a little second. Dude, it's way faster. It's way faster. You're not changing my mind. Downshift again to 4th. Pretty responsive. We'll give it a little bit on this one. It's not bad. It's no DCT, don't get me wrong, but it's really not bad. I'd be lying if I said I didn't go into 2024 without any big goals, big plans, big aspirations, because that's far from the truth. And with us about to go into the month of May, I can sit here and confidently say we have been making some strides. And one of those strides being, we freaking bought a house. And I don't know if you can see it there behind me, but we somehow managed to pick up a 2024 Mustang, the new platform, the S650, also known as the S550.5, but regardless. And I mean, just look at this thing. We have the Peasant base model 300A 2024 Mustang GT in the 10R80 transmission, which I have just absolutely fallen in love with. You know, it's quite ugly right now, but rest assured we will take care of that. But the big picture here is you guys made this happen. You guys made that happen. You made that happen. You made this happen. Grandfather made that happen, but you also made this happen, because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what I'd be doing in life. I don't know. I simply don't know. I just want to go and say thank you, because this stuff I'll never take for granted, because if you're an OG, you know. I was that guy that went to school and just absolutely sucked at it. I could never apply myself. I was never into it. I went to college. Thankfully, met Romina there. That's the only thing I ever got out of college, because I dropped out. And when I dropped out, I was at Jersey Mike's making like $8.25 an hour for 5 freaking years. So I'm at work right now. Currently behind me, we are at 19,998 subscribers, about to hit 20K. We just need 2 more. And I hope this vlog looks all right. Like I said, I'm still practicing vlogging on my phone. I'm pretty stoked. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and too bad it has to happen at work, but oh well, you know, it's better than nothing. All right, so we just hit 20,000, and I'm sorry if I'm whispering because they got people up there, but we did it. 20,000 subscribers, fam. Thank you guys so much. And what's next? 30,000? I think 30,000, so. And as time went on, I decided to get a job at Discount Tire to make ends meet, because I was doing YouTube part-time at like 50 to 100,000 subscribers. And then, you know, the COV, the vid hit, and I went full-time with it, and everything else has just been an absolute movie. I just wanted to go and just give you guys a huge thank you before we jump into the S650 for our first drive, because I just have so much to share with you all, because this thing, it's a lot different than the Gen 3 10R80 I once had. So if you would, drop a like up on this video. Let's go ahead and crank 1,500 likes on this vlog if you guys want more S650 content, because I will bring it to you. Because I kind of have to, because I bought one. That would be a very bad financial decision if I didn't make content with this. So 1,500 likes on this vlog. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And guys, let's hop into the S650. Before we go and start this pro mod up, I just want to go and put the message out there that no, Maverick is indeed staying, and so is Lucifer. And I mean, of course, Karma is. I mean, the wife will definitely not sell that thing right now. I'm not too sure if there was any confusion about buying this car and, you know, wondering if any of the others are going, and that's a big fat no. Those are staying, so make sure you tap into all the videos, because that'll just help me out, and buy merchandise when it drops. I have a new shirt coming very soon. Are you sure you're ready for this? Oh my God, that's at least 1,500 wheel, maybe 1,550, maybe. We're gonna be addressing that very shortly, but for now, we're just gonna have to deal with the stock base non-active exhaust, which is pretty brutal. But you know, it is kind of comfortable daily driving, I will say that. It's definitely not enough exhaust, especially for myself. But then again, I did buy a 300A base model, and you can tell we have like full cloth seats, which stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to show you how to upgrade your base model 300A to a more premium feel, and I got a lot of ideas, so make sure you tune in for those. But anyway, let's get this first drive underway. We have our Fox body gauge cluster enabled, and we are going to take the Gen 4 10R80 for the first drive. And man, do we have a lot to talk about, because as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I used to have a Gen 3 10R80, and that car, it was awesome. I used to daily it, I raced it, I road tripped it, I did everything under the sun. And the one complaint I had with that car right off rip was the fact that, I'm sorry I had to cut you guys off there, but I was editing this video last night. I filmed the whole first drive in Apex with my phone and was just filming from that POV, and to be quite honest with you, it was just completely boring. Like, I almost fell asleep. So we're gonna try this again. I have to get the car out of the garage, actually close this garage up, and we're gonna have to stop and do our first fill up as well, because the car has been getting some miles. I want to say we're almost at 300, I think. Believe it or not, I didn't even drive the car yesterday at all, which is kind of I don't know, it's kind of alarming, I suppose, because, you know, it is a new car. Oh god, I love that smell, by the way. 239 miles, so I would say about 240 more we can start ripping on the car a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Update successful. We just did a freaking update on a car, guys. That's a first. Connectivity upgrade. Your vehicle's communication systems has been enhanced, providing you a more seamless interaction with network services to help you connected on the go. Wait a minute. Does that mean, hold on, how do you navigate this thing? Did we get the new dash? My Mustang, is it in here? Custom theme. Damn, we didn't get the new dash. Oh. And by the way, guys, if there's anybody that does garage doors and wants to hook your boy up with some badass garage door openers and what have you, because I need it. This is getting really old. If there's any companies that want to partner with the channel, I can get you a ton of exposure, and, you know, we can make a really cool video. And yeah, I mean, I'm game. Almost forgot this car was even started. Man, do I have some news for you guys. At the timing of the first round of filming I did for this video, you know, it was like 2 days ago. But you are watching your boy, DBP. And when I get into my mode, I get into my grind, I'm very, very hard to stop, and I just make crazy plays very fast. We have some exciting freaking things coming to this car within the next 2 to 3 months. I mean, it's gonna be packed with a ton of content. So I'm gonna try this again, because in Wednesday's video, I absolutely chalked it. I was like, if this is you on the screen right here in that percentile that's not subscribed, please subscribe. And I forgot to put the overlay. So we're gonna try that again. If this is you on the screen right here and you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, I don't know what you're waiting for. We have S197 content, we have S550 Mach 1 content, we have S650 content, I have an F150 we're redoing. Romina has the C7 Corvette, and ultimately you have a lot of options. So we're gonna snag some fuel real quick before we actually dive full force into this video, because there's actually a lot I want to touch on. Dude, the stacks and all like that, I want to talk to that guy. That guy knows how to do it. There's actually a lot to talk about with this vehicle, and, you know, I'm not going to sit here and nut hug it. I'm not going to bash it, because there's things I love, there's things I hate, and there's definitely things that have not changed, and I don't know if it was necessarily worth an upgrade, but it is at the same time. So it's kind of battling back and forth, and we're going to dive into that, but we're going to have to fill up on gas first, because we have 28 miles till E. And I don't know, should we run some good old 87 in this car? Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm partially kidding, because we are going to throw some 87 in here. No sense in doing 93 right now, considering we are doing break-in miles, waste of money. We're not beating on the car, and you can't tune the car anyway, so don't remind me. I just ran myself. Damn. First fill up, had to switch gas stations because the other pumps absolutely suck. Wasn't kidding, we are doing 87. I know that's exactly what they probably put in when they sold it to me, and we have break-in miles to do anyway. So save gas on this tank. This should give us over 500 miles, and then we can fill up with 93 and start ripping on the cars. Good Lord, $50 for 87? Jeez. That's actually a little wicked. I thought I was gonna save money there. Yo, was that a phone booth? Yo, I bet you that you can time travel on that jump. Maybe we go back and save the Terminator Cobra from being sold. So we got the S650. We have the car currently in my custom mode. That's gonna be sports steering, so the steering wheel's really tight. It feels different than the Gen 3 steering though, and I do want to say they changed something on it. Oh, hold up. Oh my God, you can't even hear the downshifts. That's probably a quarter of the throttle, just to kind of, you know, get into this video nice and smooth without freaking anything up. But yes, the steering feels entirely different, and I don't know exactly what they changed, but they changed something. But let's actually take a quick second and just look over the interior here in the S650 300A base model. This is going to be the bottom of the barrel, also known as the Peasant S5. That biker's on the side of the road chilling. Also known as the Peasant model, and it's totally okay, because if you have a base model, hey, I think that's how you do it. I shook your hand there. I don't know if that's what you got from that. I don't know if you got anything else from that and it was a little weird, I'm sorry. But what you're looking at right here is the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the S650 interiors. But you may not know, it is actually jam-packed with a ton of features. As far as the tech on the screens, it's all the same. We have the all-cloth seats, which are gonna be changed very shortly. I'm gonna show you guys how to take a base and make it into something extremely sick. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. The steering wheel is still a huge W. They didn't do any wonky jonky stuff and throw a circle steering wheel in the bases. You still get the flat bottom. That's a huge W in my eyes. You got the pillar speakers up there, you got the door speakers, you got lower door speakers, and honestly, the sound system absolutely bumps. That's enough about the interior talk. Let's go and talk about how the vehicle initially drives. And right off the rip, it feels like a freaking Cadillac, dude. Like, this alignment, for one, is as straight as a, well, not as straight as Jake. Jake's a little curvy, but it is very, very familiar feeling to the Gen 3 that I once had, and for obvious reasons, it's the same chassis. Car is very floaty, and I think that's because of the stock suspension, which we're gonna be changing all of that out. This is a non-Magna Ride car, and I can tell you right now, with having the Magna Ride and the Magna Ride springs and the Mach 1, it is a world of a difference, and that is like the honest facts. I'd give the steering in this stock car a good 8.5 out of 10. It's a little loose, but it feels good. I'm sure many of you have been in that situation before, just like my friend Yellow Douchebag. Coming off of the steering and just kind of going into if this is going to be a good daily driver, and by all means, absolutely. These things are seriously, like, especially this one, if you want something that could do it all, and I'm not going to sit here and say, like, oh, if you want to drag race and tune the car and yada, 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 well, this necessarily isn't the best platform right now because they're not unlocked. But if you want a Mustang for fun, literally just for fun, and you want to daily it, this interior with, you know, the gadgets and shit, and like the car, the 10R80, you know, how smooth it is, how well it shifts, then yes, I definitely think you would be extremely happy. We're actually taking an exit right now, and I'm gonna downshift. Just kind of feel out how quick it is. Okay, that's pretty damn good, man. And that's a factory tune too. And that's like one of the things I really wanted to touch on, because I've driven the car a little bit. Ramina put some miles on it for me to help me break it in, but I did notice, like, right off the bat, the 10R80 feels way more refined, and I don't know if this is some sort of placebo. I don't know if my 10R80 was absolutely torched when I bought it, which I doubt because the car had 2,000 miles on it. Before I say my next thing, let's try that again real quick. We're gonna downshift again. 7, 6, 5. Let's try upshift. That's pretty good. That is really, that's way better than my other car was, and I had my 2020 10R80 in stock form and tuned form. Here we go again. Dude, that's precise. Wow. That actually might make a 10R80 pretty fun, because that's essentially why I sold my first one. I was just pissed because the paddle sucked, and it was 10 speeds to go through, so driving in automatic mode the whole time was just a fucking snooze fest. The Mach 1's Tremec is very nice. It's super fun. That's a real driver's car in my opinion, because not only is it like a handling car, but you can absolutely bang gears, and I think I proved myself when I raced Stang Mode's 10 speed and Mike's 10 speed, you know. Ready? definitely got down, and I highly recommend going to check out that video. That was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life driving wise. We're definitely going to do more of that, but you know, we're obviously hoping sometime in the future, you know, when this ECU gets cracked, that happens, you know, the full bolt-on, the E85 tune with London stuff, like it's gonna be a whole nother realm of content for the S650 and, you know, experiences. I will say, without mentioning any names, I have talked to a couple people and they say it's not looking too good right now. So that means the only option, if, you know, when I have this where I want it, and if tuning isn't available to go to that next level, it looks like we're gonna be putting a Whipple on there, because Whipple is the only one that gets access to a tune. And I mean, I'm not really complaining. That'd be pretty lethal. Not to expose too much, because I know this is probably one of the boring, like, first drive videos, because the car makes no noise, like, at all. It's like driving a Honda Civic right now. But a little birdie told me that, you know, a full-blown exhaust is coming for this car, head to toe, and that'll be pretty interesting and pretty fun. But we have another exit right here. Let's go and slap this in sport mode. I'm gonna try to click the shifter loud so you can hear, but we're gonna do some downshifts real quick. Here we go. Upshifts. It's definitely it has some more finesse on there. It really does. Now I don't know if Ford just freaking tuned the transmission differently with their stock tunes, or if there's something just entirely different, but here you go. Downshift again to fourth. Pretty responsive. We'll give it a little bit on this one. It's not bad. It's no DCT, don't get me wrong, but it's really not bad. As I mentioned, my Gen 3 10R80 really put a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to the paddles. Like, I just never use them. I can honestly count on both hands with that whole time of owning that car, the amount of times I physically would downshift and upshift, and that's not counting racing. I mean just driving around. Let's try it again. We're currently in sixth. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, man, and I'm not even nut hugging. Oh, I'm about to get wrecked into. Jesus Christ. Not nut hugging when I say that. Like, trust me, you guys know I've had a strong opinion on this car from day one. The 10R80 seems promising right now. It really does. And that brings me to another discussion. When I drove Danny's ZL1 1LE, he has the 10R80 in that car, and when I drove that, it was like this. It felt like boom, 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 when you would shift and downshift, and I was like mind blown, because at the time I had my 2020. I remember specifically he was sitting next to me and I was like, dude, like, this transmission does not feel like mine. And he mentioned, and he was like, you know, Ford partnered on them, but they changed something with it. I don't know what they would have changed in that transmission for Chevy's version to be like superior to Ford's at the time. And I might sound crazy right now, because there's a good chance they probably didn't change shit, and I look, you know, stupid right now, but I'm just telling you based off of what mine felt like compared to this one, night and day difference. Like, it's responsive, which is weird. Oh, grabber blue. That was an S650. We got a Mach 1 pulling up. Hey. Oh, let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Need some long tubes on there. Did he just miss a gear? I'm about to drive 500 miles today, because I'm at the point I just want to rip on the car. Oh, baby, I can't wait for the full exhaust on this. That is going to be an absolute change. Like, it needs to happen, but here we go. Let's give it a little, give her a little second. Dude, it's way faster. It's way faster. You're not changing my mind. It's so responsive. That's actually fun. Holy shit, that's actually fun. It's slow, but it's fun. Here, let's do it again. Let's get another one. Second, 50. It's so much faster, boys. I'm not even saying that. God forbid tuning gets unlocked for these. God forbid. I think the Gen 3s are in serious serious trouble. And I don't know the curb weight comparing the two. I want to say they're pretty close. I do know though, this door, like this thing is heavy, man. I do notice that going in from the Mach and into this. The door is heavier, so it could weigh more, at least with the 300A, that it's kind of on my side because it is the lighter version of all of them. But God forbid full-blown tuning gets unlocked for these. Mark my words, it is going to be an absolute NA menace for the Mustang platform. We don't even know when you slap on some cold air intakes with the dual throttle bodies and dual intake, like how much potential it has. You throw long tube headers and E85 into that mix, it could be pretty ruthless, and I'm here for it. I'm waiting. I pray to God it happens. Downshift into third. Second. This road's fucking beat. That feels good. I don't care if we can't have it tuned like tomorrow, but having the full exhaust on there, having the car how I want it to look, and just going out and racing like the new Camaros, the new Challengers, the new Chargers, and we're gonna have to line some stuff up like that and really put like a stock 10-speed to test. I really wanna see what this thing can do. But I'm telling you right now though, the 10R80 in this car feels entirely different than the previous generation. That's so much smoother and faster. Like even check the downshift, ready? Upshift. Downshift. That's so quick, dude. My other one did not do it like that. God damn, that seatbelt slapping, bro. Get up. I don't know if it's just me, but this fucking car takes in so much wind. I got wind slapping me in the left fucking eardrum. But let's go endeavor this heat, see what Joel's up to. I actually think they're getting Pam's new truck tinted by Steve. So I'm gonna make Steve tint this before I leave, or else I'm gonna hold him hostage. And wow, it's actually starting to cool off a little bit. It was scorching hot in my driveway. But man, I'm starting to like this Oxford white a lot, guys. I know it's not really my cup of, well, it is my cup of tea, but it's not my MO, so to speak. I've always blue cars, black cars. I mean, Romina has the red C7. That's not my doing. She wanted the red car, but the Oxford white, this thing is gonna look good once I do my touch. And trust me, I already have things. I have stuff in motion as we speak. You know, your boy does not play games. We get things done. Looks like Minion is hard at work. It's about, yep, he's clocked in, so Minion's working, and he actually works for American Muscle, which is kind of cool. Look at the freaking Brembos that come on this car. Like, and then you have the rear Brembo that's damn near as big as Blue. It's actually bigger than Lucifer's front Brembos in the 2013, which is crazy. Joel, I'll tell you what, you make me hate my car. This thing just freaking made strides so quick. And splash yellow, not even gonna sit here and lie. Best color Ford ever released on these. The Performance Pack spoiler, it just, that alone. But oh my God, look at that thing, man. The Belgian wheels look amazing. There's the quad factory exhaust, but Joel does have Cook's long tube headers on the car, so it sounds freaking nasty. I believe he went with a Steeda H pipe as well. So as far as exhaust, he's ready to rock. Once the ECUs are unlocked, E85, and he's ready to party. So we got to make sure we catch up in modifications before that ECU's unlocked. But look how bare it looks just from the rear end. It's actually disgusting. It should be a sin. They shouldn't be allowed to release a Mustang without a freaking spoiler at the least. Like, it's like half an inch tall. It's not even a spoiler at that point.
Hi, baby.
Oh my God. Where the hell is Steve?
I don't know.
Couldn't find him?
Couldn't find him.
But we actually got Joel outside, and again, this is his vehicle, and you can actually check out his channel. It's Into My GT Entertainment. He's going to be posting a lot of videos on his MT82 build here, so go peep that. Look at the rear end.
Got a little booty.
Dude, what is that? But I wanted to ask you, Joel, you actually have Electra right there, and it's so funny because he had Electra, I got Lucifer, it was S197s. You decided, which kind of caught me off guard, to order one of these. How have you been liking it?
I like it. I mean, I only have 2,000 miles on it, but it's definitely a different drive.
It is. It's very different.
It's a different drive, and this one has a magnum ride. I never had a magnum ride car.
It feels good though, right?
Yeah, and when you hit corners, it's planted. Going with the IRS versus a live axle, the car is handled totally different. It's nice to have a different drive every time you get in a different car. You can definitely tell how they've stepped it up from the 14 10 years later to the 24. If you want a good daily driver, I think it's better to get a newer car. They ride so smooth, you could drive them anywhere. If you want to do some quarter-mile street racing, the S197s. Anywhere is a good start. So you just gotta find your niche.
Oh God. What in the
Put a cover on your camera.
Aren't you supposed to be clocked in?
Yeah, I'm on break.
You're on break. You got the turn 5 shirt?
Looks a little snug.
Guess what size it is?
What, is it medium?
Yeah.
Can you stop letting him get medium shirts?
Oh, hey.
Dude.
I guess he's trying to make it so
Turn around.
if I buy medium, I can get back into it.
You got that thing stretching. Another donut, that thing's gonna rip
I mean,
itself.
round's a shape, so you know.
How's the American Muscle thing going?
Good.
I heard you've been crushing it. I mean, where can people find you, bro? If they want to buy parts from what? American Muscle, they can call you directly?
American Muscle, Extreme Terrain, American Trucks, or if you're an old head, you got an old car, then you gotta come to Eckler's.
So how can they get in contact with you?
My work number is 610-240-4659, or you can hit me up on Instagram, whatever, and I'll try to hook you up.
For those that shop at American Muscle, or like he said, American Trucks, any Turn 5 company, if you buy parts on the regular, and when you do buy parts, just take a quick second, call Brandon's number and buy parts through him. It's the same price. It's no additional fee or anything, and you'll skyrocket his sales, and he can hit the top tier bonus. I mean, screw it. Why not? If you're gonna spend money anyway, help your boy out so he could buy one of those. Who's on the phone right now?
It's Steve.
Slacker.
Where are you?
Slacker.
Where are you?
I'm at home, son.
At home? I've been here for 2 hours waiting for your ass.
Oh, bullshit.
Joel, tell him. You like the Pro Mod? She's loud, isn't she? She's aggressive.
Sure.
Did it sound pretty pitiful?
Yeah. Pretty bad, actually.
What is that? What is that?
What is that? Is that actually bird dunk? Motherfucker. We're calling somebody. These trees. Oh, look how nice this looks right now.
What's going on here? A bunny rabbit!
Oh, look at him.
A bunny!
Look at our little friend. Oh, he's a little guy.
He's a little...
Go grab him.
No!
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? First day at work in the new Mustang. Wow. Karma. She don't care about you anymore. She's out of here. And that was the last time we ever saw the S650.